COVID-19 has made the fall semester unlike any other for most students. To help alleviate some of the stress, Southern University offered students free books. Well, they were advertised as free. Southern offered free books to help release some of the financial burdens students are being troubled with due to school being online. Online school brought about costs for computers, transportation to public libraries due to lack of resources, and books. Though the school implemented this service to help students, some students feel as if the service was no help at all. One Southern University student, Nakia Gardner, says,
I definitely feel like I saved more money on books because I was able to rent the books for less than half of what I would have had to pay Southern.
when the Follett access fee was added to the students' accounts, they were under the impression it would help them. The university advertised the book fee as free books, which upset most students because when they became aware of the books were in fact not free, the fee was $370 per class. This became a burden on most people's account who did not need books for every class. Junior Angelique Woods says,
Book fee has not impacted me very much. It has actually saved me money because I didn't know about a book fee until it popped up on my Banner account. And by the time that happened, my professors had already put all the books on Moodle. So I opted out. I paid about $25 for all of my books.
Though the online bookstore seemed like a good idea, instead of helping students financially, it caused a lot of excess stress on students wondering where they would get the extra money to pay for books. Most students opted out and relied on outside vendors like Chegg and Amazon to provide their books for them. This is JC Combray with WSUTV News.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm here with Kennedy Herndon, a senior in Mcom. Today we'll be discussing the hypersexualization of black young women. So Kennedy, how has hypersexualization at a young age impacted your interpretation of yourself as your body developed?
So I feel that as I got older, I feel being a young woman as you get older, a lot of girls look to be developed in more areas quicker than other girls simply because I feel like they may feel like they're left out if they're like, say, she get her breasts before I get my breasts, but you know, everybody, in my opinion, of course, everybody develops on their own, and I just feel like it shouldn't be a competition. And I feel like with society and how we look at women, everybody wants to have this unrealistic body that's not real, and it's starting to cause like body dysmorphia in a lot of people. And a lot of people don't realize that it's body dysmorphia, but it's body dysmorphia because you're so used to looking at something that you see on TV or something that you see edited or something that you see on social media, and 9 times out of 10 it's not as real as you would think. And so it causes people to be like, oh, well, I want to be like that. And I don't think that's good for setting examples for young women, because now you have kids that be on Instagram at 12 and 13 looking at people like Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner who have these unrealistic bodies. And they're thinking, oh, I want my body like that, when they should just love the body that they have.
Yeah. So, how would you teach your child about the development of their bodies?
How would I teach my child the development of their body? Just gradually, as they get older and they start to ask me about changes with their body, I would gradually just let them know before just full-fledged just going on and just telling them everything about like what you're going through and because yeah, it takes a little minute. First of all, you go through it for a long time. I'm not even done going through whatever changes I got going on with my body. And I just feel like certain things you shouldn't tell, like kids.
Should let a kid just
Yeah,
be a
let
kid.
it be a kid. Let them be a kid. Teaspoon feed, like feed it to them teaspoon by teaspoon. But to give them the whole 100-mile yard, no.
It's just moving them too fast.
Yeah.
What has been the hardest thing to adjust to while growing up?
For me, the hardest thing for me to adjust to while growing up, I have a skin condition called eczema. So yeah, growing up, it was way worse than how it is now. Now it's just like on my ankles, but I used to have it all over my body, so I used to get made fun of. In elementary school, they used to treat me like I was a leper, if you know what that is, like in the Bible. They used to treat me like I was a leper. I had friends, like I wasn't like bullied, but people did used to be like, ooh, don't touch me, thinking that it was, so I had a problem with that, and it really took me a long time. Like I didn't start really like being more confident in myself and who I am until like I got to college. Like high school, I didn't have low self-esteem. High school, I knew I was cute, and I knew that I had potential, but I was just more or less goofy. So like boys wasn't really on my radar, and then it wasn't until I got to college that I started realizing like, oh, I really must be like cute because people be hollering at me. So I'd say now in my 20s, I feel more confident and comfortable in my skin and in myself because I know who I am and I know what I got and I know what I can bring to the table.
What is some advice you would give to young black women who are sexualized in school or work, or what about at home too?
Advice, I would probably have to tell them, don't let anybody else's opinion change your opinion on yourself.
They should just stay true to who they are.
Stay true to who you are, because at the end of the day, it's all about you and how you feel, and nobody else can take that away from you. And if you think you look good and you think you look hot, then that's all that matters. Just because so-and-so think you look tacky, they look tacky. And they just mad. But, yeah, I just tell them, like, stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to be inappropriately dressed, or not even inappropriately dressed, but don't let anybody make you feel that you have to show too much to get attention or get male attention when you don't.
Or you got to meet today's standards, like what?
Yeah, like based off of what's going on.
So, I'd like to say thank you for being with us here today, for giving us great information about hypersexualization in young black women.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. Well, I guess that's it.
Because, like, I saw the